لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سوى لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين سيدنا ونبينا محمد بن عبد الله الصادق الأمين، ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله سيد الأنبياء وخاتم المرسلين. Brothers and sisters in Islam, respective viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and ahlan wa sahlan, and welcome to our program. Let me make a special dua for our mothers and our sisters and our brothers who are ill. May Allah tabarak wa ta'ala grant them shifa'un kamil ajil ghayra ajil. May Allah grant them shifa. May Allah grant them shifa. As'alullah al-azim Rabb al-arsh al-azim an yashfiyahum. Ameen, ameen, ya Rabb al-alameen. And we make a special dua for the family of the sick people. May Allah reward you for all that sacrifice you do and the khidmah. And you are lucky because you got Allah next to you and you got malaika making istighfar for you. May Allah tabarak wa ta'ala reward each and everyone who look after a sick person. May Allah tabarak wa ta'ala reward many of our Muslim doctors and nurses and all those who are in medical field. May Allah reward them for that care. And may Allah guide each and everyone to just save, guard the ummah from any disease in the heart or in the body, inshallah. May Allah tabarak wa ta'ala grant shifa to all of our brothers and sisters, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, Islam, when we talk about sickness, we talk about a taqdeer of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, and we talk about the gift which Allah tabarak wa ta'ala gave it to the creation. We know that Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam seek protection of Allah from any type of sickness, but he got sick. Nabi Ayyub alayhi salam got a severe sickness, and Anbiya, all the makhluqat, I think, they got sick. Some trees, they got sick. Some animal got sick. Children, innocent, they got sick. Pious people got sick. So we cannot judge you that your sickness is punishment from Allah, or you've been punished by Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, or you're paying for something. Sickness, it's from Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, and we have to accept it. And all of us, we experience sickness. Otherwise, if you don't get sick, who are you? And do you have iman or not? لا بأس طهور إن شاء الله إصلاح القلب, maintaining the heart of the believer. 1 minute sickness equal to 1 hour ibadah. It is ibadatul qalb. Allah is next to you. Allah is next to you. لَوَجَدْتَنِي عِنْدَهُ, you would have find me there next to him. Once you get sick, Allah and Malaika speaks about you. They start to mention your name, and Malaika start to have mercy on you and assist you. أَنَا قَيَّدْتُ عَبْدِي بِقَيْدٍ مِّن قُيُودِ, I tie my servant with one of the chain of mine. O Malaika, write whatever he used to do good in his health or in his good time. Malaika, they look at the sick person and they say, انظروا إلى هذا الطاهر الشريف. Look at the pure and the clean and noblest creation of Allah on earth. That's why when we receive, we ask Allah not to get sick, but if we got that taqdeer of Allah, we have to accept, and we have to come closer to Allah as He came closer to all of us, inshallah. Make sabr, they call it sabr on calamity of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. May Allah tabarak wa ta'ala make it easy for all those who are ill, and may Allah grant them shifa'un ajil ghayra ajil. And you remember that the bed of the sick person is the place where he washed the dhunub, is the ghusl. The nurse or the doctor is your brother, gaining and giving you the ajr. The hospital, we call it Baytul Rahma. The clinic and hospital is Baytul Rahma. Your room is a mihrab, i'tikaf. The visitor are the bringer of glad tidings. And thank Allah tabarak wa ta'ala that you become special in the eyes of Allah and the eyes of malaika and the creation of Allah. And let me make a special dua that Allah grant our sick brothers and sisters shifa kamil and sabr and ajr. And I'd like to remind them, and I give myself first and I give you nasiha, that don't take sickness as a means for laziness and you ignore the ibadat of Allah. No. For salah, you must make salah. There's no way, and we make a special dua that Allah make it easy for you, but you have to make salah. Stop complaining the sickness to the people. Allah doesn't like that. So stop complaining, I got this, I got that. No, you can't report Allah to the people. That is not right. The other thing also, stop using that sickness for the dunya thing. Some people use that sickness to beg and to get some money and to get some zakat. That is not allowed in Allah. And then don't take the sickness as a means for excuse to have a short temper and to be angry and you swear people. No. A sick person, the closer to Allah, behave yourself, because next to you Allah and malaika. Another thing also, make sure that you don't feel bored of the sickness, because the more you resist and you show anger to Allah, the more you keep that sickness longer. So you must accept it and survive with it. Do not commit a sin. You must learn a lesson from your condition. Do not commit a sin. We see some sick people, may Allah grant them shifa, they watch some things not accepted, or they play with the phone, or they talk backbite and gossip. That is not allowed, because you are in the hand of Allah, in the presence of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Another type, some people, when they get tired of the sickness, they run for haram. They go for illegal and un-Islamic medication, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never put barakah on that medication. La tadawi min haram. And then what I'm trying to say here for the sick people, accept the taqdeer of Allah. Just say alhamdulillah. Say alhamdulillah, you will go and the sickness will go. Now we're talking about the physical sickness. What about that maradul qalb, the spiritual sickness now? Because this man here, Allah give him excuse and ijazat and give him a little bit of discount. He reads salat home, or he can break his fast for Ramadan. But what about that fi qulubihim maradun fazadahum Allahu marada? In their hearts some sickness, hypocrisy, jealous, malice, envy, hatred, pride, arrogance. That sickness here is not like the sickness which I was talking about now. That marad, that sickness, you brought it to yourself, is not the taqdeer, is your choice. You will be accountable for it. Allah is not next to you. Allah is far from you. So now we'll talk about the sickness of the heart, the sickness of the nafs. في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا. In their heart there are sickness, and if he doesn't make a plan, that sickness will be more and more. فزادهم الله مرضا. We know that once your heart become clean, your body will become clean. Once your iman is there on your heart, you will get the closeness to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. So we got a blind person physically, literally blind, and we got figurative blind. When the heart is blind, and then Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala described the blind as the one who got the blindness in the heart. وَلَكِنْ تَعْمَى الْقُلُوبُ الَّتِي فِي الصُّدُورِ. Your heart get blind, not the eyes. Because the physical blind, some people can help him. They say Allah took the eyes from him, but He give him the eyes of the ummah. Someone hold his hand and let him cross the street, someone read for him. So this one here, but what about the one who got the blindness in his heart? That is not, no one can help him. Then Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala spoke about summun, bukmun, umyun. Summun is deaf, bukmun is dumb, umyun is blind, who can hear the truth, can see the truth, can utter the truth. He can't. So this is called in the heart. Amradul qalb, the sickness of the heart. Imam al-Ghazali wrote a full kitab about that, Amradul qalb, and he give us so many explanations that how you can get rid of that sickness of the heart. Because this one here, doctor can't do nothing. You're infected by envy. So you are the envy, you got the evil eyes in your body. So how the doctor going to do it? So here, فَيَطْمَعُ الَّذِي فِي قَلْبِهِ مَرَض. The desire, the evil, the disorder on the heart, spiritually, is very hard and very difficult because people don't, even the person himself doesn't accept that he's a sick. We've got thickness on the heart. The thickness of the heart, وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَضًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانْفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ. Some people, Allah tested them with the thickness on the heart, so they got hard-hearted. Read Quran, see calamity in front of him, you see big problem, still the same. Never learn from that type of calamity in front of him. We ask Allah, oh Allah, soften our hearts so that we can feel the kitab of Allah and the Quran Kareem. And Ya Allah, bring your mercy to our heart so that we can be qalbun salim. Short break, we'll continue after the break. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, brothers and sisters in Islam. And once again, we make special dua for those who are sick. May Allah grant them shifa and kamil. And those who got a spiritual sickness, oh Allah, guide them. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save our heart from any jealous and malice and envy. And may Allah tabarak wa ta'ala let us meet him with qalbun salim, the pure heart and clean heart from all that disease, which Allah will never give you excuse for that. Malaika will never come closer to you, because that sickness we call it to ourselves. في قلوبهم مرض فزادهم الله مرضا. Another thing, before the break I was talking about the thickness of the heart. Ummatul Islam is the Ummah of Rahmah. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is a Nabi of mercy. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. Mercy to Alameen. You know what is Alameen? Anything besides Allah is Alameen. So you got worlds, worlds of angel, worlds of jinn, worlds of animal, birds, insects, plant, fish. So that's called societies or world. So Muslim person, he's a mercy for the Alameen. Never mind he's a Muslim or not, that person. Muslim people are very beneficial to Alameen, very helpful to Alameen. We have mercy and compassion to the entire creation of Almighty Allah Tabarak wa ta'ala. So sometimes Muslim work only for himself. Then you got a little bit better Muslim work for himself and his wife, and someone work for his children. After he die, he leaves something for children. Someone work for his children and uncle and father and brother, make the circle a little bigger. Then someone work for his city, community. Then you go for the nationwide, the entire country. Then someone is working for neighboring country, benefiting. Then someone said for his continent, the world, so the next generation, and some people work even for akhirah. So you find a Muslim, his benefit can reach a large number, a large circle of those who get the benefit from it. So now ask yourself, am I living for myself or for my only immediate family or my children, or you become rahmatul lil alameen, mercy for the entire world? We ask Allah, may Allah make you as the person who live for the other, live for some people after his life. So the heart is very, very important, and Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala spoke on the heart in so many places in Quran Kareem. And what a good man or a good woman who got that qalbun salim, has no jealous and malice, living nicely. It will reflect on his face, on his life, on his dunya, and on his akhirah. Qalbun salim, the clean heart. And you remember when we brought the example that Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said to the Sahaba, someone from Jannah is going to come to you now. He's already counted on Jannah. So the Sahaba were waiting and find ordinary person came. So one Sahabi said, can I become your guest for a few days? So that man said, no problem, sure, pleasure. So that Sahabi went there and he found that person is a regular person like me and you. After Isha and his Sunnah and his Nafil, he sleep. Then wake up, read Fajr and go deal with his wife, children, normal, standard person. So after these 3 days, the Sahabi asked this man, what do you do? Because I can see you are a regular Muslim, you are not doing special thing at night. He said, no, every night I sleep with qalbun salim. My heart has no problem with anyone. And what a lovely parents or Muslim brother who doesn't have any illness or ill feeling on his heart. Oh, these people, we jealous them so much. Jibal, a mountain of forgiveness. These people who got a very huge, large of love to all people, even his own enemy. There's no problem. We did see in our life our mothers and our forefathers and our ulama and some people, they have no problem at all, even for those who did hurt them and harm them. We see it in our life. We have seen that in our life. So, Quran spoke about the heart, but don't place in the heart some sickness in the heart. How can we fix that problem? Because if you don't control your heart and you clean your heart, it's going to have that sickness. Then in a time of sakaratul maut, you will be punished by something it's called taqlibul qalb, turning your heart to the opposite way. When you say qalb, it means your iman, because the heart is a container of iman. So now look at the taqlibul qalb. In the time of death, he will have mistrust on Allah. He won't love Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. Or he will have doubt about his religion. May Allah save us. He will have a grief that he's leaving dunya. He got stressed too much in the time of sakaratul maut. He will make zulm, or shaitan will attack him on the time of sakaratul maut. He will never ever be able to say La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. So what should we do, my friend? We have to clean our heart. That one needs a jihad, needs a striving to take out all that jealous and malice and that ill feeling from the heart. Is a training course. You have to practice and you train, and Allah will count it as a jihadun nafs. Bringing the heart of the ummah together, compile the heart together is a great da'mah. It's a great purpose from Deenul Islam. Deenul Islam, فَأَلَّفَ بَيْنَ قُلُوبِكُمْ. He compiled, unite between the heart of the people. And we do see it in our life. You are in the airport, on the market, on the road, you find one Muslim, you find yourself going to him. You greet, you read salah, where's the qibla? There is muhabba there, there is love there because of the one word, one connection. It's called La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, one qibla, one kitab. You find the muhabba between the Muslim because of that miracle which Allah put it in our heart and your heart. It's called Deenul Islam. فَأَلَّفَ بَيْنَ قُلُوبِكُمْ. Now, when we talk about the qalb, you must be careful because some people play with our heart. They misuse that rahmah on you and they let you have a false rahmah or blind rahmah and blind mercy. So al-mu'min, he gives the mercy on the right place and also on the right time. So here, the first thing, you can gain your heart when you bring iman on the heart. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. As Allah said, قَالَتِ الْأَعْرَابُ آمَنَّا. The Bedouin, they said, we believe. He said, no. بَلْ قُولُوا أَسْلَمْنَا. Just say we accepted Islam. وَلَمَّا يَدْخُلِ الْإِيمَانِ فِي قُلُوبِهِ. Then when the iman come inside the heart, will talk. So sometimes the iman is on the tongue or is in the first layer of the heart. When iman goes inside your heart and you close it and you seal on it, now we can talk about that iman is in the heart. What is the solution now? Number one, lower your gaze. The only way you can take out the jealous and malice, don't fill your eyes with the ni'mat of your brother. Stop investigating, stop scanning and looking at the ni'mat and the favor of Allah upon your Muslim brother. Don't count his children, don't investigate, because it is hasad. It is hasad. So, when you lower your gaze, I'm not talking about seeing a woman or seeing haram, I'm talking about the ni'mat of the other. When we visit a rich people, may Allah give them barakah. If you have iman, but what about your wife, your little child, your teenager son? No, there is some hasad will come, jealous will come, ghira will come. So you have to lower your gaze. Once you lower your gaze, Allah tabarak wa ta'ala will give you a power, a nur in your heart. You will have that qalbun salim, you will have that yaqeen on Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. No problem, I'll get it on Jannah. Inshallah, Allah give me something better than this one. I'll just make sabr. Then, dhikrullah. Ala bi dhikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. Indeed, the remembrance of Allah will give the heart tranquility. Our heart are not stable, jumping too much. So, ala bi dhikrillah, indeed by the dhikr of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala, your heart will settle. You won't have jealous and malice because there's no place. You're filling your heart with dhikrullah because it will accept any musibah. It will give you the reason for why this person is like this, why you are like that. Then, if you want to cultivate and behave your heart, so you must remember something very important will give us a handbrake. What is that? It's called mentioning death. Dhikrul maut. Dhikrul maut give you break. When you go to ICU, when you go to the grave, you will understand what is the reality of life. We did see, may Allah grant shifa to all our brothers and sisters who are in a critical condition. They are critical condition because of the doctor said that, but for Allah is not a critical. Allah tabarak wa ta'ala will look at you with the mercy of Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. So when you think about dhikrul maut, death, your heart will become soft, will accept your taqdeer, the jealous will go away, you surrender, you give yourself to Allah tabarak wa ta'ala's taqdeer. And then you visit the people of trauma and calamities. When you visit the people of trauma and calamities, you will appreciate your condition. Many of women, they call it shakaya. What is shakaya? The lady of complain too much. Complain. Small problem, headache. You say, wait. The only solution for this woman will take her to the hospital to see, there by the reception or by the ICU. She will go home, will never ask for any medication. She will accept that headache or that stress she got. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala safeguard any Muslim from disease, inshallah. One break and we'll come back to you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, brothers and sisters in Islam. Once again, we say shukran that you're tuning to our program. We make a special dua to Allah tabarak wa ta'ala. May Allah tabarak wa ta'ala maintain our hearts and fill our hearts with iman and rahmah. May Allah tabarak wa ta'ala make it easy for us to pass this world, to accompany our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam on Jannatul Firdaus. Ya Allah, the challenge is so severe, and Ya Allah, we need your hidayah, we need your assistance. May Allah guide all of us. And I'd like to thank each and every mother and grandmother and elderly people, those who teaching their children and grandchildren the content, love and appreciation. And may Allah reward you for any good manner you plant it in the heart of your son or your grandson or your friend. May Allah reward our forefathers and mothers, those who pass for us the good akhlaq, which is the akhlaq and the character of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Another thing, if you want to cool your heart, you must maintain and manage and control your nafs. Many people, they mix between nafs and soul, the ruh. The nafs is the inner self. That's something different than the ruh. Ruh is that energy which Allah gave it to us, and that power and that current in our body to keep you alive. But the nafs in Quran mentioned so many times. And Allah tabarak wa ta'ala spoke about nafs, وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. So that nafs, that inner self, that creation of Allah in your body, it's your big challenge in your life. Now, what should we do? That's why the psychologists, you know, there's people who study psychology, we call them ilmun nafs, science of inner self. Because you can't say science of soul. Soul is min amri rabbi. وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الرُّوحِ قُلُ الرُّوحُ مِنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّي. There is no explanation for ruh. It's a piece of creation of Allah, put it in your heart. Finish. You become alive. But talk about the nafs. That nafs, let you desire something and you stand against Allah's command and you become enemy of Allah because of that nafs. So قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا, that the one who's really success is the one who resists and the one who purify it. وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا, and become a big failure, the one who obey his nafs and listen to his nafs. They ask Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib, how can I know that my sin is from nafs or from shaitan? Because we do wrong because of two things, inside or the shaitan outside. Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib said, if you continue doing the sin for long term, one type of sin, nothing to do with shaitan, it is a nafs. So for example, smoking is a habit, so is nafs. Pride is not a shaitan, is a nafs. Any type of long period sin or error you commit, it's called nafs. But shaitan, he wants you to make any mistake, any type of mistake. He tried this, you say no, he push you to the other side. So now this nafs here, it's that inner self, you people call it desire, or anything motivates you to do haram. That nafs, which destroying an old man and he die with that habit. All that you call it psychological complex, that sickness, depression, stress is because of nafs. So now Quran al-Karim spoke to the nafs to behave itself, spoke to the ruh to accept the body, spoke to the body to must handle that fight. So you are three pieces, nafs and body and ruh. Three horses pulling one cart. They must run together with harmony. So the nafs must be under control, the ruh must be happy, the body must be satisfied. According Sharia, some people, they don't fulfill the right of their body. Now they got depression, stress, anxiety. Some people give his nafs the desire, become like worse than an animal. So we need the three horses to run together, go in harmony. When we go for Umrah, may Allah write for all of you Umrah, inshallah, and Hajj, we make agreement before we leave. Look here, my nafs is Makkah, you can't do anything, is Allah there, going to get you. Then, under control, and the body under control, and the ruh with you, so you sleep less, you eat less on Makkah, you don't stop medication. You say, I want to stay in Makkah and Medina for long. You say, no, my friend, it's not about Makkah and Medina. It's about these three horses. They don't have a trouble. And that's why we say to the husband and wife, stop pulling and stop fighting too much, because you make the two horses go like that, and then the passenger, your children, your home will get tired. Father want this, mother want that one. And the children watching, lot of confusion, lot of stress, lot of tears in the house. So he said, that ship or that boat or that car you're driving, too much shaking, and then will give the passenger, those who are in this car, lot of hard time. So let's run on harmony. You people call it chemistry. Let meet somehow. You can't fight 24 hours. I got some email in front of me now. Everyone want to wear the trouser. They say, well, who want to be the boss? He said, my friend, all of us, we are here in this house to serve our children, our Allah. We don't care who is the boss and who's not the boss. Brothers and sisters in Islam, let the three horses settled, run on harmony, so you will never get anxiety and depression. Why do people kill themselves, which is not allowed in Islam? Because he failed to manage to bring that horses together. And then I want to be happy, and Allah must be happy with me, but I also want to do some haram. So how are you going to manage? So why Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala gave us that night to sleep? Is to bring these three horses resting, and then we wake up now. This lady cry and fight, say, just sleep, sleep. The doctor gave her a sleeping tablet. She wake up nice. So just sleep. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala will give you some harmony and some unity in the three horses. So that is called nafs. When we talk about nafs, we talk about habit, hawa, desire. If you don't manage it, and control it before the age of 20 is going to be very difficult. Very, very difficult. You got nafs, and nafs al-kafira, like the nafs of Abu Lahab and Abu Jahl, the nafs of many people, they don't want to listen to hidayah at all. You give them example, you give them the reason, you give them miracle, they don't want. The Banu Israel, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them many physical miracles in front of them. Thamud, camel, a female camel, come from the rock. Stick of Fir'aun, stick of Musa alayhi salam. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam split the moon to 2 pieces. Miracles of journey of Isra the journey of Isra wal Mi'raj. Quran al-Kareem for the Arabs. And then, no way. Summun, bukmun, umyun. They are not ready to listen. That's called nafs, is already sealed. And that's why Allah said to Abu Lahab, Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. Finish, khalas, done. No hope. The doctor said, take your father, go home. Why? Because Allah knew that Abu Lahab will never choose Iman. So He sealed it and He put 1 surah in Quran. If Abu Lahab read Kalima Shahada, this surah would be in a big problem. How are you going to remove it? How are you going to take off 1 full surah about Surah Al-Lahab? So that's called Nafsul Kafira. Doesn't accept advice, doesn't finish. Khalas, hopeless case. Then we got Nafsul Fajira. Fajira is a transgressor. Transgressor, we got people commit a sin secretly. May Allah make it easy for them and us. And we got some people commit sin openly, bold, shameless. So that's called Nafsul Fajira. Openly, disbelieve in Allah, committing a sin, doesn't feel shy from the people, even not from Allah. Then we got some nafs, it's called Ammara Bisu. Ammara Bisu, instigate and advise you to do evil all time. Every time, we call it, my son is a troublemaker. Enjoy to irritate people and pulling people. Enjoy to disobey Allah. May Allah save us from that Ammara Bisu. That's why we said to our South African mothers, and please, when you give your daughter name, try to avoid that word Ammara, because I know you mean Ammara. Is a female of Ammar, but you people don't read the Ain, you read it Alif, A. So Ammara is like this nafs. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the nafsul mutmainna, inshallah. Short break, we'll continue after the break. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, brothers and sisters in Islam. And once again, we make a special dua. May Allah tabarak wa ta'ala purify and give us tazkiyah of our nafs. May Allah tabarak wa ta'ala guide us to Sirat al-Mustaqim, Sirat al-Ladhina an'amta alayhim, ghayr al-maghdubi alayhim wa lad-dhalin. We ask Allah, may Allah tabarak wa ta'ala grant us that nafs of our beloved Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the nafsul kamilah, the complete and perfect nafs. Another type of nafs called nafsul lawama. That nafs here is the beginning of tazkiyatun nafs. Once you have nafsul lawama, lawama is a blaming nafs, the nafs which blame you. Subhanallah, it's genetically we have that one. You feel guilty after you disobey Allah. When you try to pull someone or to irritate someone or to trouble someone, after that you feel guilty. Sometimes we are arrogant, we can't say sorry, but you take time to come out from that. Animal got it, we got it. When you act a little bit funny, you go home, you are not happy. You are not happy. And that, it's called nafsul lawama. And that is a sign of iman. That an-nadamu tawbah, to regret is tawbah. When your son, your child, broke something and you feel bad and sat on a corner there, it's enough. Stop shouting him, it's enough now. He knew, because we're shouting him to know, but he already knew without big noise. That's why you said to the brother, once your son, your child, feel guilty, it's fine. It's fine. And that is called conscious nafsul lawama. We don't want nafsul ammara bisu, the bad nafs. Then we have a nafsul mu'mina. Mu'mina is the one who got safety and security trusted Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala on Iman, handed herself to Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Accept all the rules of Allah. You got a nafsul radiyah, pleased with Allah and with the taqdeer of Allah. In the time of sickness is happy, in the time of health is happy, you got money is happy, lost the money is happy, just pleased with Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Then we got the nafsul radiyah al-mardiyah. Allah is happy with it. So Allah, no, never mind if you are happy with Allah, to Allah, but what about Allah if He is not happy with you? So we got radiyah mardiyah. Ya ayyatuha nafsul mutma'inna irji'i ila rabbiki radiyatan mardiyah. Radiyat means happy that you're going to Allah, and mardiyah, Allah will make you pleased and happy that you meet Him. Then you got a nafs, I forgot to tell you, you got a nafsul mutma'inna. Nafsul mutma'inna has no impatience at all. Trust the future. That we did see some people like that. May Allah write all of us amongst this nafsul mutma'inna. Mutma'inna, they call it trend quality. Yaqeenun Allah, in the victory of Allah, in the help of Allah, in the nusrat of Allah, with no limit. That full yaqeen on Allah, that's called nafsul mutma'inna. We have nafs al-kamila, which is a nafs of Prophet. Kamila is a perfect, no short of anything. Perfect. Kamila, nafs of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He just send his heart in the hand of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Tell each and every act Allah does it to him is khair. We accept. The person was smiling in a time of funeral of his son. So the people ask him, why are you laughing and smiling? He said, I'm teasing shaitan because shaitan wants me to cry. I will never. And some women, when her son, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant all our marhumin Jannat al-Firdaus, pass away, she said, Alhamdulillah, my son is celebrating Hur al-Ain in Jannah. So you accept it as a day of wedding. That is called the nafs, which Allah placed the itmi'nan and tranquility on the heart, and nafsul kamila. Brothers and sisters in Islam, if you agree with me now that we're having a big problem in ourselves, it's called nafs, and Quran and Kareem spoke about it. We have to maintain it, so you must learn how to make tazkiyatun nafs. Purification, cultivating that makhluk, because it will go away only on the time of death. So shaitan, we can chase him away, but this nafs here, we try to put it under management or under control. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, be careful of the nafs take you to something is called hawa. Hawa is the absolute desire control you. You don't control the desire. That desire become your hobby and your habit, become part of your blood, very difficult to come out from it. You people call it habit, those on drugs, those who, may Allah save us from all the haram, zina, or some, there is hawa, his own desire. So you lean to satisfy your nafs, whatever your nafs ask you, you run to do it. That's why we said on tarbiyah, bringing up the children, you must apply something is called no to your children. You have to do it. You can't ask and you ask, get yes, so you're already entertaining his nafs. Sayyidina Umar ibn Khattab saw one man begging and asking to borrow money, and he's running to the market. So they asked him, why are you doing that? He said, I want to buy the meat. Ask him, why you want to buy the meat? He said, Ishtahaytuha, I less for it. So Sayyidina Umar got a stick, it's called durra, and he poked him and say, Wayhak, woe to you, go home. Awa kullama ishtahayta ishtarayt. Whenever you less, you go and buy. You must tell your nafs, no. Because tomorrow you don't have money. So how are you going to say no? You're going to steal, or beg, or you must tell your children, Awa kullama ishtahayta ishtarayt. Whenever you less, the people nowadays, the children and people nowadays, they don't want to cook at home. They say, I less for takeaway. You see how much people spend for food outside of the house. I'm not saying don't eat from outside, but to say, Awa kullama ishtahayta ishtarayt. Whenever you less and you admire something, you run and then you're going to chase that desire. When you're going to say, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, you have that nafsul mutma'inna. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam spoke about, okay, you run for something even worse than that, than food. Something against the law of Allah. You want to satisfy your desire by sacrificing and killing the command of Allah. But it's haram, it's not your wife, it's not halal. You say, let me satisfy myself. What you're doing now is not permissible in Islam. You say, let me do it. See, you see now, you're standing against Allah now. You're waging war between you and the command of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. So Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam spoke about such people like that. He said, وَإِنَّهُ سَيَخْرُجُ مِنْ أُمَّتِي. Some of my ummah, أقوام, a nation, not one or two, a society, تجارى بهم تلك الأهواء. So that desire will run them, control them, manage them, كما يجارى الكلب لصاحبه, as the dog follow his owner. You can't say no to that desire. May Allah save us. So from the start, let's teach our children no. Don't say no one way, but sometimes you have to tell the children, stop, there is limit for that. وَكُلَّمَا اشْتَهَيْتَ اشْتَرَيْتَ. That Allah spoke about, وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَى. Forbid your nafs from fulfilling what is desire. Sayyidina Umar al-Khattab, when he less for food, you know how he deal with his nafs? He said, tomorrow I'm fasting. Punishment for that desire. He said he took his finger before he sleep for the boiling water, and he put his finger inside the water. He said, my nafs, this is a fire of dunya. Can you manage this? What about the fire of akhirah, fire of thereafter? So you have to put it under control. Now, وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَى. That's exactly what we do in the month of Ramadan. A good lesson and training course for the nafs. Even for halal. I'm not talking about haram. Don't do zina. Don't sleep with your own wife, also in the daytime. Don't eat pig and don't drink alcohol. In Ramadan, don't eat halal chicken in the daytime, and also don't drink water. So sometimes people, they already set up, program themselves on haram, but halal, he can't say, no, even your wife, make sabr, all till Maghrib time. So it is naha nafsa anil hawa. Then the Quran Kareem gave us a very nice explanation about those who worship their hawa. وَاتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَاهُ. He took his desire as God, listened to the command of his desire, worse and more than the listening to the command of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. I want this one. So I want that one. I want it now. With my full respect to those who are smoking. I'm not here to say smoking haram or halal, makruh. No, you must ask your mufti for that. But why are you angry because the cigarette is there? And then if you don't have cigarette, you beg someone to give you one pull. No, that is bad, because you got command not from Allah. You have it control you till you die mushrik, associating partner with Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. May Allah Rabbul Izzat Tabarak wa Ta'ala safeguard each and every Muslim from that hawa and that nafs. May Allah bring our heart back to the yaqeen of La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. ربنا إننا سمعنا مناديا ينادي للإيمان أن آمنوا بربكم فآمنا ربنا فاغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار. شكرا جزيلا. Till we see you inshallah next time. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا